Tell me why in this circumstance collaboration is key.
Because at the end of the day, Mohammed, I don't know everything. As good of an educator as I am, the landscape is evolving so quickly that there is no possible way for me in this moment to know absolutely everything that I need to know to continue to meet the needs of this changing landscape. So let me give you
Mhm.
an example of this. So think about what each one of us have in our toolkit as teachers.
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
talk to this at a very tactical level. In many
Sure,
ways,
sure.
this
And
conversation,
I think teachers will appreciate that because they're in the trenches right now. So of course, yeah. Please,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. So when we talk about this at the tactical level, we've been up until this point talking about mindset, right?
Hmm.
The change that how we have to get in the game before we ever start the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's make an assumption by this point in or in this conversation, you've raised your hand, you say, I'm taking my seat at the table, right? What
Yes.
does it look like, and how do we leverage resources that we already have to drive further impact? When I'm
Okay.
in the classroom and I'm teaching my content on a daily basis, and I've been teaching X grade for the last 5 years, I know how to navigate that very well. I know the
At the
resources
back of your hand. Yeah.
available to me. I know what I've created to make sure that we're doing project-based learning, and how do I assess my students on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. Don't know any of that in this environment. So I would say that as we collaborate, it's about taking inventory of the resources we have, what is available to us, what digital content is available to us, and what am I using and what am I not using. So
Okay.
I think taking inventory, we're getting a lot of requests from educators across the globe saying things like, I'm a Journeys user, right? I'm a Journeys user and I use X, Y, and Z out of Journeys. Now, we all know that Journeys is an incredibly robust program with many, many resources. But I primarily use the print resources that are associated with it. It's what I'm comfortable with. Well, new landscape that requires you to look into what digital resources are available and how I'm going to use those. That's where the professional learning community comes in. It says, "Oh, Mohammed, you're using that science labs, those virtual science labs. That's amazing. How could I use those with my 8th grade students to do a lab on X that's one of my standards that I'm trying to meet? How did you do that? How would I show that? Should I do it on a Zoom classroom? And then would I be able to see what everyone's doing? Like, it allows us to have robust dialogue about best practices, about what's working and what's not. I could learn from you. You tried it yesterday and you said, whatever I do, don't do this. Well, that's awesome. You saved me a lesson and a headache.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it really is about collaborating with each other for the collective good of our students.